2.5 months ago, we packed up our lives and drove to Spain to escape the winter. And in my case, also to escape my reality of living with stage 4 cancer. This channel shows my way of coping. Thank you for joining the ride. One of the cool things when you're already in the area where you want to rent your vacation home is that you can actually go to the places and have a sneak peek. We just climbed up like some sort of mountain hill, and down here is the house that we're thinking about renting next. It looks really cute. Björn, are you taking selfies?
Tracking the sun.
Yeah, sure. Obviously there's no one in the house right now. Wouldn't be doing this if there were people here. That would be very disrespectful and creepy as fuck.
You still come across as creepy. But anyway, I think after 10 o'clock you'll have full sun in the back.
Uh-huh.
The sunset's just here.
Are you really as calm as you look, or are you just trying to make me feel comfortable?
Focused. The thing is, if this wasn't a down cliff, there would be nothing special about this right now. It would just be very cool. The only thing that makes it a bit different is that there's a cliff. Otherwise, the road is perfectly nice.
Small detail. This cliff to the side. You're gonna drive right next to the cliff with a hole where everything is breaking. Ironic because I picked this hike on all trails and I thought this looks nice, and then as we're driving up here, Björn of course realizes that he has done this whole hike on his enduro. What are the chances? But at the same time, is there any place around here that you haven't discovered?
Yeah, the place I don't know yet.
Isn't it so much better to walk this with me than to do it on enduro?
Yes.
How high up do you think we are?
1.6, 1.7. It is, yes.
It's a bit much. Yeah. How are those shorts feeling? I thought about it especially during this hike, that I'm realizing now with this trip for the first time how much I love mountains and being around mountains, being on top of mountains, seeing mountains, because I don't think I've ever had that before. We always had to avoid hiking on mountains, and I think by hiking is the best way to get to see stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
And we could never do it because of my asthma. And I also don't come from a place where there are mountains. Like, there are no mountains in my life. And now for the first time there is. I love it. Look at that. Have you always known that you needed mountains?
Pretty early on.
Yeah, Mr. Paraglider. Oh. Yeah, this is something we never understand about how people choose to do lighting. Here, nice, warm, wonderful light. Over here, what's going on here? The most uncozy, cold blue, harsh light. So yeah, Björn went and bought new light bulbs, and now we're changing the lights at this Airbnb. Good light, bad light. So now we have nice warm lighting, except for this one. We didn't have enough bulbs, so it has a towel over it. Hi, Sheila.
Could also loosen this one here and squish it underneath. Okay.
Today is a good day, because if you put it in context and if you put it into comparison, today is exactly 1 year since I had my last chemo infusion. I don't see it as a big milestone. I finished chemo knowing that everything wasn't gone. This time last year was the worst, because when you finish chemo, you don't immediately feel better. It got so much worse after finishing. I do like to remember these specific dates when they come with a purpose that is meaningful to me. For example, today it's comparing where I was a year ago compared to now. And if you would have told me a year ago that I would be here, I would never, it would have, oh, I'm gonna get emotional, which is so okay. I just feel so happy, because this is better than anything I could ever have imagined. I had no hope a year ago, and no drive in me to even fight. It was such a dark time that if you would have asked me, where do you see yourself in a year, maybe I wouldn't have said it out loud, but inside I would have been thinking and saying to myself that I'll probably be dead. I didn't have a complete response to the treatment after finishing it. I would have never thought that I could achieve it after months, actually 5 months after finishing chemo. That's when finally there was no more sign of tumors. For example, if I would sit here and reminisce about 2 years ago what I was doing, then it would get very sad, because 2 years ago, of course, I had no idea that I actually had cancer. So I was busy being just a regular 33-year-old.